And there you go. All right.
Right.
Live on YouTube, episode 1.
We are live. We are live. I believe we'll call it a pilot episode, not an official episode one, but just kind of going live for the first time with the three of us. Cowboys Nation, X Verse. You know, we've got, of course, Landry's Legend here for the first time on camera. We've got our teammate, none other than Slam and Sammy, on deck with us tonight. And of course, I'm Jimmy J's hair. You already know that. Respect the hair. We're going to get into a little bit of Cowboys talk, a little bit of NFL talk. We're just going to kind of just roll with the punches. If you want to come in and throw some comments, Landry will pull you up and we'll answer some questions if need be. Hopefully, we'll get set up on our episodes to take phone calls and maybe do some fun stuff like that. I heard Voice of Mahomes wants to stop by and chat with us, pretty soon on the
I like to
phone.
hear
So
from
we'll
that
see what
guy.
he's got to say. He's a character. But I think real quick, we'll kick it off. And I'll pull up some stuff real quick, guys, on Martavis Bryant, the newest addition to the Dallas Cowboys. And while I do that and go ahead and share this on X, what do you guys know of this cat, Martavis Bryant?
Well, I know the name. I'm familiar with some of what he did in Pittsburgh. My immediate reaction
Yeah, he
is
was a Steeler.
my immediate reaction is okay. We've added Martavius Bryant, a name that I know. Who have we thrown the ball to besides a tight end or one of our 3 top wide receivers? And Cavante, I mean, I just don't know where the snaps are for him unless somebody gets hurt. I like it as a depth option, but I don't know where the snaps are until the. I'm sure that's what it's there for, right? You probably will lose a
Feel that he's
receiver
going to be there to take over for Gallup.
to give you an option, maybe to do something to move off Gallup easier next year. I can see that.
Sorry, I've got a little bit of background audio going.
Oh, there you go.
There we go. Yeah, cleared it up. I don't know. Like you say, you named it pretty well. His ball is getting distributed pretty good. And we definitely don't want to take any snaps away from CeeDee Lamb. He had 16 targets, 11 or 12 catches the last game. I wanted it to be 22 targets and 16 or 17 catches. He was unstoppable.
I don't think it has anything to do with taking targets away from CeeDee Lamb. It's if CeeDee Lamb, if your top receiver goes down, you still look like a receiving corps. And if anything below that goes down, you still have. It looks like decent depth. That's all I can say right now.
No, that part of it makes sense. I could see, a lot of people would say one of our deficiencies to say has been the red zone, right? So he's a pretty big target. He gives you kind of what you wanted, and was hoping Gallup could give you a really big red zone target. But again, I don't think that's our problem either in the red zone. I think it's just more of scheme and feeling comfortable, like the execution, right? Like we talked about on the play where Ferguson, his knee is down before he actually crosses. Well, it's the other tight end Schoonmaker who doesn't run the rub route right. Where if Dak looks to the right side of the field, Seeding and Brandon Cooks executed the rub route perfectly, and Brandon Cooks was wide open. So it's just little things that we've got to make sure we execute when we're there. I don't think it's a problem. So yeah, it's got to be a depth thing. It's got to be a maybe challenge Michael Gallup for his job thing. I don't know. It definitely took, shocked me when they said we were bringing him in, because that wasn't even a position I was thinking about before the trade deadline, much less just going and grabbing somebody, off the street. Or off the couch, rather.
Wasn't he playing for the Canadian leagues, though? Like the Toronto something or others? Like last year? Or maybe 2021?
That's interesting.
I think. I looked him up earlier, and I swear that's what I saw. I could be very wrong. I'm sorry if I am, but I thought that's what I seen. But then, I don't know. I was kind of curious if he's going to be like a T.Y. Hilton, kind of like a 3rd and 30 saving grace. Because when I looked him up, I seen he was 31 years old. And I don't mean to be mean, because I'm not even 30 yet. Well, that's kind of old out there for a receiver, and I just hope he's not an injury liability. Kind of like, I hate to say it, what OBJ has become. I love him.
No, it's a good. No, it's a
I don't
good
know.
comparison with the injury with OBJ, and I love your comparison of T.Y. Hilton. We brought him in late last season, and he made only a handful, maybe 3 to 5 plays for us, but they were big and they mattered. And so if Martavis ends up
They
giving
did.
us that somewhere down the line this season, 3 to 6, really good plays and big moments, then hey, all well and done. I don't, he didn't really cost anything to get. Pretty sure he's getting the absolute bare minimum.
And
So
like again, obviously you're not wishing on anybody. I'm just saying if there are certain people he doesn't replace a Brandon Cooks, but a Michael Gallup, who maybe is a little nicked up going into the playoffs and hasn't been terribly productive to that point. He gives you that similar body, that similar threat. He's a proven receiver. So yeah, I mean, look, I don't mind.
yeah,
Like you said, it costs next to nothing. It's there for depth. Yeah. Where did we just get him from? Did he? I'm trying to nail that down. Did he come from a team or did he just come from off the couch? You said.
I think off the couch, man. I don't think he was on it. I
Right,
don't
because
think it was a practice squad thing. They said we were bringing him in for a workout. That's not
right.
usually. You can't usually do that from with a guy who's on a team. You just have to just get him.
Yeah, and Sam's saying he was in the CFL or something last year.
But I think, and I might,
Possibly.
I think it was 2021. So it
Okay.
might not
If
matter,
my
but I
memory
am
serves,
fairly
yes.
sure it was recent.
So there you go. The CFL 2 years ago, and then a couch for the year. So
And then accounted for you. Right? No, that's what I'm saying. No,
I don't know what.
I mean, hey, they brought him in for a workout and then decided, yeah, sign him. So listen, when it comes to personnel, I trust our guys.
It probably means they were looking for a similar receiver to trade for, didn't get it for the price they wanted, and went to the next best thing. Went shopping for free agents.
Sure.
So
listen, and if in practice for the next 2 to 3 weeks, he's running Michael Gallup's route just as fast as him and just as well as him, and has a little, I know he's a little taller and wider, rangier to say than Michael Gallup, and if he's not dropping passes, then I don't know. I don't, usually like we usually stick to the philosophy where if he's paid, he's got to play, right? If you pay him, play him. But I don't know. It's interesting. We'll see.
Sorry, guys.
no, you're good.
I have to be right back for 1 second, but I will be right back.
Hey, that's what we're figuring out. I'm gonna get a BRB screen. I'll figure it out, just like they do on the Manning cast. You know what I'm talking about? You see them do it on Manning cast? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'll get that all figured out where it's no problem to step away. Take your time. Even here's what I'm gonna do. Watch this. I just took around for just a second is all.
Yeah, buddy.
So you see, I've got that issue
All
right.
right.
If you're back, okay. If she switches right, and I jump to this scene without you operating two cameras, you need one oriented both ways. So little things I'm trying to figure out. So like I got these two scenes set up, but they don't work perfectly with the camera orientations. But no problem because I can jump right back over here and add Samantha right back, and it's a party.
Yes. We're locked in.
All right. So what you have next?
So let's see.
After the quick dropping breaking news on the Martavis Bryant.
Yeah, not too breaking, but yeah. Well, first off, anybody watching or that joins or watches, post show, we do have this ball right here that's sitting in front of me. That's Mr. Isaiah Land. As I like to say, no longer on the team, always in my heart. When we met the kid at camp, he was super cool. I mean, he signed. It was him, right? He came over and signed autographs for 45 minutes after practice.
300-400 autographs. I don't know.
Yeah, just one after another talking to kids. I mean, he must have talked to the school bus of kids. Yeah. No, he was really, really cool, really active, and was really promising too, right? I thought it. He looked like a Dan Quinn guy. I thought we were going to keep him. Anyway, can't say enough about the guy. This is him. We've also got Leighton Vander Esch. Funny story on his autograph. We were actually leaving camp, and I guess he bolted out of practice pretty quick. with his girl, and I guess they were going to go eat, and he was walking pretty incognito through one of the tunnels in the parking garage, right? And I noticed it was him, nobody else did, and I was like, "Hey, 55, real quick, man." You know, he's 50, and so he signed the ball for me. It was pretty cool. I didn't want to put him on blast and be like, "Oh, Leighton," you know, like he would have got jumped by a crowd at that point. But it was cool. So anyway, yeah, I got this ball here. We're going to be giving that away. This is kind of going to be the key of that, since we're going ahead and run this pilot episode. So what we'll do is episode 1, when we announce it, when we do our official episode 1, whether it be live or pre-recorded, I think we'll go live. But either way, we'll spell out a word for you, a 4 to 5 letter word throughout the episode. All you got to do is write it down, get those letters, write down that word, keep it. You'll write down 5 words by the 5th episode, right? You'll get your 5th word in the 5th episode, 1 word an episode. When you write that down, the first person to comment those 5 words in that 5th episode gets this ball. Sounds complicated, it's not. It's just 5 words. It'll be easy. They'll be football related. We'll probably just stick to 4-letter words. Real simple. So keep an eye on that. Real easy way to get this ball. Just a little effort, just for tuning in, just for showing a little love and support. But breaking away from football real quick, we'll do a little small talk. How's everybody just been in general? What? Go ahead. What's up?
Oh, I was just going to tell you, well, as far on the lines of how have I been, awesome. I've been doing a lot of work on trying to get this scene set up, and I'm looking at 2, 3 people bouncing around in here. I'd love for somebody to comment, and we'll pop those comments up there.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah.
I'm stepping outside, so my lighting is going to change.
No, how am I doing? I'm trying to recover still. Like, we played great, but the W's not on my. Since I've been 7 years old, I've had a schedule, the little mini Miller Lite schedule. They put it out every single year, and that's what since I was 7. That's what I've written W's and L's on, and that last L hurt to write down.
It does.
The San Francisco L hurt to write down, but I could foresee it. I could envision it. This one, I just saw it going the other way. That's really all. I saw the score going the opposite. So.
No, you're right on that.
They're not better than us.
You're right on that.
They're just a good team.
No, they're a good team. We're as good, if not, I would say maybe overall a little better. Listen, man, I'm not going to blame things on the refs, right? Like, the refs didn't take that game away from us. I'm not going to say that. Did the refs take opportunities and plays and touchdowns away from us? Yeah, I'm going to say that, because that happened. So here's what happens on the Edoga illegal formation play. When he checks in, Dak makes sure he asks Chuma and the ref, did he check in? Ref's like, yeah, we got him. Another ref that didn't see him check in throws the flag. So they call illegal formation on a touchdown run, right? I need to say that, on a touchdown run by Pollard. And the refs come together, and the guy says, the refs come together, and he says, oh, well, I didn't know he checked in. And the one ref's like, well, yeah, he did check in. And so what they decided to do was tell the ref that didn't know, well, hey, you got to pay attention next time. We can't be doing that. But we'll leave the flag there. Oh, really? So how do you beat that? How do you take 7 points from it? On a throwaway, you call a pass interference on a throwaway where the receiver has given up on the route. They both touch each other equally, and Jalen Hurts just launches the ball over the ref's head out of bounds. Pass interference. No. No one in the world thought it was pass interference, not even the ref who threw the flag. These are problems. The play right before that one. An obvious face mask that a ref sees and calls. Good job, ref. Good job. He hits Cooks right in the face. Boom, right in the face mask, grabs it, shakes him on the route. He gets off into the right, he throws the flag. Good job.
Yeah, good
What'd
call.
You pick it up for? You picked it up? On what grounds? They didn't even tell us why they picked it up. They just said, no, that wasn't a flag. We decided he didn't hit him hard enough in the face. He only got 2 fingers, not 3 fingers, in the mask, so we're not going to count it. I'm just saying these things have to change, because these are just those 3 calls right there. This is touchdown, 4th down, and a 3rd and long for the Eagles. These are game-changing plays, and we only lost by 5 points. So, I mean,
and a total of 3 yards. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
and hey, who was it? Chris Sims, right? Chris Sims with the point that I felt like I was feeling when the game happened, but until he said it, I was like, oh yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. All right, now, who catches the ball? It's Luke Schoonmaker who's down at the half-yard line by a knee. It's Luke Schoonmaker who catches that?
I think it's Ferg. I think it's Ferg.
I think it's Ferg. Regardless, now wait a second. You have to possess the ball all the way through the catch. But you're down as soon as your knee touches. You caught the ball and can be down before you can have officially caught the ball. Now that is a paradox. And
Yeah, no, it is. And here's here's how they write it.
It's actually not. It's a touchdown. If you can't possess it,
No,
then he's not down until he actually catches the ball in the end zone. He hasn't caught it before that.
Right. And here's where it's real touchy, and where I think the difference needs to be made, if it can be, right? Because I don't know, and I'm just going to quote what some other people said, right? Matter of fact, I can pull it up here. I'm definitely just going to quote what some other people said, but the way it's explained.
We are 9 minutes in.
Okay, so basically, when it comes to like forward progressing, right? So we've got our guy Landon Holyfield, right, at the Lando Show, who we obviously like a lot. We watch a lot of his content, share a lot of his stuff. He says here, the same rules apply in bounds. Once clear possession happens, down by contact still applies. So once he possesses the ball, he was forced down with the ball short of the goal line. So he said, I covered the Cowboys. Trust me, it's not a touchdown. So I kind of see what he's saying, like when it comes to like a forward progression type thing happening, once clear possession is had, they have to like rule where his progression was stopped by the tackler, right? Regardless of if he possesses the ball through the ground or not. Now if he obviously drops the ball, then they can go back and say, oh, the forward progression and the tackle doesn't matter. He didn't maintain possession. Once he has maintained possession and it does become a catch, then they have to go back and look at the forward progression and the tackler. I get that. Here's the problem. They shouldn't count it until the ball has hit the ground and the possession has been completed. So that knee being down shouldn't count yet until after.
That's what I'm saying, exactly. Precisely. How can he be down if he hasn't caught it yet? No, it's not hard. Des caught it.
No, Des didn't catch it. And who is that? No, I think you might be right. That's Schoonmaker. No, and he did catch it, right? It may have been Hendershot. It was one of them.
Well, they both caught it.
He did. Well, and here's the thing, too. When you go back and look at it in slow motion and even in fast motion, he's getting tackled before the ball even gets there. That's a first down on the goal line. I'm just saying. No, instead, we're going to go look at it multiple times and say that it's not a touchdown. That's what we're going to do. Look, refs can't beat you, but boy, they definitely help to prevent us from winning.
Oh, here we go.
What's up, bud?
There you go. You got James in here. James says the Schoon touchdown. He says he thinks the Schoon touchdown was PI, and the ref didn't throw the flag solely because he thought it was a touchdown, and it was irrelevant, so he held the flag. If Schoon drops it, the flag is thrown. The review killed it.
Hey, that's a very good analysis.
A take I haven't even heard. It sounds. I mean, I need to watch the play right now, but it sounds like he's seen it and thinks it was PI.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at it. No, it's definitely a pass interference, but I think he's right. He thought the ref probably thought, well, that's a touchdown anyway. I'm calling it a touchdown. I don't need to throw the flag. He scored. We don't need to look at the flag. That he scored. So, and then they go back and look at the review and realize, oh, he's down, but the flag should have been out. No, that's very good.
Yeah,
very good take.
Haven't heard that one time. We might give you a shout out and have to move that around Twitter or tweet that, James. Tweet that, James. We'll retweet it.
For sure. No,
that's a great take.
Sounds about right. And see, that's where that's where a lot of people talk. It's a game of judgment calls.
I don't. Judgment of whether it's pass interference or not. Not judgment of whether or not you throw the flag if you think it was.
Right. Sam, I know you were screaming at the TV. How'd that game go for you? How'd your household take that L?
My neighbors probably think something was wrong with me. I was
My girl,
screaming bloody murder, cussing a whole bunch, probably more than I usually
I
do,
already know.
which says a lot. Oops. I felt cheated. I felt sick.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I do feel bad because right at the very end, when Dak made that pass to CD and we were like inches away, I feel bad, but I had already given up. Like I had given up hope. But the amount of emotion my body went through during that, oh, I was hoping for a miracle.
and you got one. We were on the 6-yard line with a first down.
Yeah. No,
We weren't ever
you
supposed
gotta punch
after
that
the
in. You gotta win that game.
after the drive before that. We're not supposed to be that close.
Right. Yeah. I know, and I was happy. I was still happy with the outcome either way, but I was just ready to be the ones that finally beat them at home.
Yeah, because in my head, by the time they punt the ball, even if we end up getting the ball back, we're gonna get a punt return, and that's about it. But all of a sudden, we were on the 6-yard line with plays to go.
Yeah.
So that hurt. Yeah. That was the roller coaster.
It hurt bad. Sorry in advance. I am very heavily multitasking right now. I'm outside and my son is being a little movement.
No, we're probably gonna get it done right around there. That's what we needed. Test out the 3 frames.
Little pilot episode.
Everything looks awesome. And we're gonna keep ramping these up, guys. I promise you.
Okay, I'm excited.
James, thanks for stopping by, man. Like that.
Yeah, and James is out there. He agrees entirely. Yeah, we'll cut it there. We'll let Sam get to what she needs to do. I gotta potentially do a little more work tonight as well. I try to multitask, getting these graphics ready and doing the real work, bringing the money in. So
yeah. So I'll kind of wrap it up again. Like I said, stay in tune for the ball giveaway. It kicks off right after this Giants game. Probably sometime in the middle of next week. We'll send out a tweet. A good 24, maybe 48 hours in advance to let you guys know when we're going to go live or post it. That way you can definitely tune in, get your first word, get entered in on this ball, check out the show. We'll have some unique guests. I won't say special. I don't know how special they are, but I'll say unique guests. and hopefully we'll have a special guest on the show. We'll see if somebody from Cowboys Nation wants to jump in with us and maybe co-host that first show. We'll see how it goes. And if anybody sees this and wants to DM us about exactly that, co-hosting the show, feel free to, for sure. Yeah, any of the 3 of us at any time. But yeah, with that being said, let's go beat the Giants. And everybody have a great, wonderful night. Glad you guys stopped by. You 3 or you 2, that's 3. You 2 look great on camera. I don't know about myself. You 2 look amazing tonight.
It's terrible.
Well, I'm anxious. All right, so we'll be there at AT&T.
Yeah,
we'll be at Texas Live the night before with Mike Tagg and Fred Jones and some of the Cowboys Nation gang. Jay Tuck, I believe, is going to be in the building, so we might stop by and see those guys. Might run into them. We'll be in the same location. They're always a crowd to reckon with. So we'll see how that goes.
All right, everybody have an awesome night. We'll see you soon.
You too. Bye.
Later, guys.